Good morning, everybody. Michael Wilson Everard. Hope you're doing well. Today, I wanted to talk about feelings and how they work, how we can use them to our benefit, uh, and how we can recognize uh, what it is that we're feeling. So, um, what I do is I try to spend as much time in the course of a day being present. So, um, whenever I feel any level of friction, that's a reminder that I need to become more present. Okay. When I feel, let's say, frustrated, um, I step back and I become present and I recognize that whatever it is that's frustrating me is probably something very insignificant, um, and then I realize that that feeling is was a good indicator that I am not being present. So when you're present, you also uh, will become more aware of everything else. So um, you start with your consciousness. You focus in on the friction that is um, causing you to be irritated or frustrated or possibly angry. And then you just become aware of the bigger picture and and then realize that, hey, this chore that I'm doing or whatever it is that is making me irritated is simply a task that needs to be done. So get her done, and move on. Uh, what what I do with other feelings is just, again, I become present, and then I allow my awareness to sort of analyze, like take in what's happening with the bigger picture, and then if I'm feeling ashamed about something or whatever, it's interesting. These feelings are usually indicators that we're being judgmental. So uh, let's uh, step back, give ourselves a break. Let's look at that thing that's causing us to be um, judgmental. In a way, it's punishing ourselves. So instead of um, allowing ourselves to be tormented, I find that it's much more peaceful to um, go to your 0 point, become present, and then acknowledge that experience that you think you did, uh, that you I should say that you did, that you think was bad or whatever, and then realize that, hey, you know what, for whatever reason you were meant to do that thing, and it's usually to teach yourself a lesson. So sometimes we look at an experience or a past conversation with somebody, and the same thing, we ask, well, why was that person mad at us? um, well, first of all, we don't really get mad at other people, do we? We are actually getting mad at ourselves. So, what I like to do is, regardless of the feeling, if it's a negative feeling, I simply start with um, uh, recalling the event or the trigger, and examining what happened. Um, Very often, or I should say almost always, what's happened when there are two people that are battling or fighting, um, it's a breakdown in communication. So one person misunderstands the other, or the other person might have assumed that they know where the other person is coming from, And whenever we assume or we think we know the other person's intentions, we are almost always missing out on the bigger picture. So I like to keep things simple. I like to acknowledge the other person's point of view as being valid, even if I don't agree with it, and then ask more questions, and then come to an agreement or an understanding that the person uh, does have something that uh, we can connect on. There's something that we both have experienced. Maybe it's having kids, or whatever. There's always something that if you ask enough questions and you keep the conversation going, you can get to the heart of the matter, and then realize that the common ground is love. So, various forms of love, various expressions of love, love for, like I said, your child, love for your wife, uh, love for your um, your spirit pal, your dog or cat. So, uh, to me, that's what I like to do, and it's 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 a simple approach, but when I'm confused about something, I just become aware that I'm overthinking whatever it is that is. So, um, what I like to do is keep it simple and uh, talk to the person that I'm having the conversation with. Right now, it's my awesome pal, Miley. Hi, Miley. so, um, so she's reminding me that it's time to play and hang out and drink my coffee. So that's what I'm going to do. I love you guys. Feel free to ask me questions. My email is everardmusic, EVRARDMUSIC, at gmail.com. My YouTube channel is Everard Music, and I'm doing a web page, and it's probably going to be Michael Everard music.com, or it might be michaeleverard.com. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, I'm still working on that. But in any case, I love you guys, and hope to hear from you, and have a peaceful now.